Hello everyone, and welcome to a short after-action report of the scenario of Aces in Armor called Battle of the Bulge. So in the end, the Americans won. The victory conditions don't say much else than the Germans win if they manage to reach the seashore. So one of these hexes over here, and then I suppose perhaps also this one, I suppose that also qualifies as the seashore with one of their tanks. And there was a Panther that came pretty close. It was over here, but then as you can see, it got blocked by all these American units and it was subsequently destroyed. Even though there is no specific win condition for the Allies, I asked a question on Board Game Geek to which the designer responded that usually it's pretty clear that there is no longer a chance for the Germans to win. And then they just called it a day. But if you want to have a specific victory condition, it should be that the Allies capture 7 factories, and they already start out with 4. They start out with this one over here, and this one over here. They subsequently captured that one as well. And I'm probably missing one because I really do think they have 7. Anyway, they captured this one towards the very end, and there was a German infantry standing here, but had it moved on during its turn, it simply would have been destroyed. So there was no point in putting it there. I think I did anyway, but there was no point because during the American turn, they simply moved on and captured that objective. You capture it with infantry, and this is called motorized infantry or mobile infantry, and they just move on. You don't even have to fight, you just move on. The same is not true for other units. They cannot capture factories. They can move on as if it's already a friendly factory, but that's really it. Yeah, they really do have 7. They have this one as well. Note that there are not enough American control markers, and officially you should be playing with a set of Russians and a set of Americans, but I couldn't really bring myself to do that, and I used 2 sets of Americans, telling them apart by having half of them, so one complete army, 1 set of units, and placing a red chip beneath it. Other than that, the Germans are in relatively good shape. Well, this 88 is quite isolated, but they have this, what is it? I guess it's Messerschmitt Bf 109. It's got veteran status. Same goes for this Junkers 88. Over here, they destroyed some American units as well, and they have lots of units that are in pretty good shape. Even what's this one called again? The Messerschmitt ME262 even has war hero status, so that one really is very strong. It hits ground units on a 3 or less, which is not even that strong, but obviously it was intended for that. But air units on a 10 or less, so it practically hits everything. This Tiger retreated onto a factory hex so as to be repaired, but it never got to that because, as I said, the Americans captured this objective, which means that they hold 7. And yeah, if they had 2 tanks to start with, the Panther and the Tiger. The Tiger is, well, seriously crippled, but it's in a factory. It is pretty safe for the turn, so they might actually be repaired successfully, but then it would have to start all the way from the bottom of the board. The Panther got destroyed, and yeah, the Germans could buy some new tanks, but they would have to well, I mean, one of them could start over here potentially if I had enough money for the Tiger, which I'm not sure I do, but that might have changed things. But yeah, they do have to make sure they guard their factories properly, and over here that certainly didn't happen. So that concludes this scenario. I have to admit I quite enjoyed this one, much more than the 1 map scenarios or half map scenarios. It's more fun when you have some more units on the board. Then if you lose an important unit, you still have another one of the same type, and you're not so hampered by losses as you are if you have fewer units on the board. So yeah, I really like this. It was more dynamic, more fun. I suppose that if you do play it with the Russian forces, as you should, according to the rules of the game, yeah, then it might even, game-wise, it might be equally fun, maybe even more so, because the Russians also have a Katyusha rocket launcher, which is a very strong unit. It not only attacks, well, let's just say it was attacking these units, and if you target it, this hex, this empty hex over here, you would also hit those two, for instance, or if you targeted this hex, you would also hit these two units. Well, not the air unit, by the way. Katyusha doesn't hit air units, but yeah, that might have been fun too. But as I said, this scenario is supposed to represent the Battle of the Bulge, and I didn't really want to use any Russian units over there. But then again, as I said, I did find this scenario to be more enjoyable than the half-map scenarios, competitive scenarios. So yeah, this one was fun. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next one.